to all a good night. Classic story for Christmas time. Well, welcome to a Christmas edition of Nimrod Horror Review. And today I will be looking at the brand new Silent Night film. Now, this film, as you can probably guess, is a reboot or a remake of a 1984's Christmas classic, Silent Night, Deadly Night. Now, the reason that they dropped off the Deadly Night part, because I think it was the director or producers who, I guess it was during filming that they realized this film's really not a remake. It's really just a completely different story with only two things that related to the original films. There was a slight mention of a Garbage Day thing from Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, which everybody knows Garbage Day is. If you look it up on YouTube and like put in Garbage Day, you'll have like 5,000 videos instantly come up on Garbage Day. And then they have the old man, the old grandpa, who's in like a I guess a nursing home, and he can't speak, but he says the like the crazy old man speech about Christmas Eve is the scariest night and all that jazz, and then he goes back to silence. Outside of that, it's really nothing like Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Night, deadly night, the chlorine and puking, and the sign hung by the rain.
Story is about this policewoman. Apparently her husband died the previous year, so this was the first Christmas without him. So that kind of invokes some emotions during the story, but it's not a big part of the story. It's not like, it affects it really. It's just some extra character information. So anyway, she works at this police station. She starts getting calls about disturbing Santa Clauses, and then she stumbles onto finding this house with a dead body in it. The body was like wrapped up in Christmas lights, and the man was electrocuted, which was kind of a cool scene when you saw the Santa Claus killer killing this guy wrapped up in the Christmas lights. So basically, there's reports that there's a killer Santa Claus on the loose. The problem is, it's Christmas Eve, so there's tons of people dressed up as Santa Claus. The only thing different about this Santa Claus, he actually has a mask over his face. So he has like one of those see-through kind of masks that are kind of popular for, I guess, spooking people. So after looking at all the temporary Santa Claus, they decide that this one guy, played by, I keep on forgetting how to say his name, but he was in Blade, Grounded for Life, and he was in the Ghost Rider movie. He's been in a lot of stuff, Donald Lugo or something. He's actually pretty funny, but in this film. Anyway, he's wrongfully accused of being a killer Santa Claus. He's just kind of disgruntled with the holiday season. That's all. So they frame it. Okay, this guy's the killer Santa Claus. Let's put him in jail. Story's over. Not so fast. Now, this film is somewhat of a whodunit. Who is this killer Santa Claus? Unlike the original, which you know right off the bat, because it tells the story of a Billy growing up and then becoming like a crazy serial killer. This one is a whodunit, and to me, that's where the film it really hurts, because this has what I call the Scream 2 twist. That because like the way Scream 2 ended really affected the whole movie for me. I don't like twists where basically we find out it's someone who is mentioned for like half a second. It's like, oh, it was that guy. Remember that name we said, one time in a brief sentence? I cannot stand that. I guess it's a shocking twist because like you really don't expect it, but it's so lame. This film has one of those endings, but I'm not saying who it was because even if I said who it was, you're probably not going to remember during the film, and then at the very end you're like, oh yeah, he said that on the video. I guess I totally forgot because it's so. Anywho's, yeah, it's the overall film as it is. It's not a bad film, is it? And based on the fact that it's so different from Silent Night, Deadly Night, which is why I do appreciate that the fact that they kind of dropped off the Deadly Night to make it really its own film. So to me, I'm not going to call this a remake. I'm not going to compare it to like the original whenever I'm rating this thing, because it is so different. There are two different films, but this film just has like nods to that film. The directing's pretty well done. There's some things I was kind of like, it's kind of a bad shot, but overall, okay, job done. The acting is actually pretty good in this film. I will say this: the acting's pretty good. The Killer Santa Claus is okay. I don't know if I really like the mask he wears. I think that's a little bit silly, but that's to like disguise his face throughout the film, so you don't know who it is. But I think there's this film kind of lacks a lot of stuff. I can't really explain it. I think the overall story is just kind of lacking. Because there might be a little too much character development here, and not enough killing. But there's some like great kills. I will tell you this: one of the best kills is he takes this like model girl and he puts her in like a tree chipper, the things that cut up the trees into small little grains of wood. That's really cool. I don't know, it's just something about this film that made me kind of like, I don't know if I'm ever going to watch this film again. And because of that, I will have to give it a pretty modest 6 out of 10 Killer Santas. Oh, wait a second. Are those sleigh bells that I hear? Well then, I have to wrap up this edition and head to bed before Santa misses my house tonight. See you guys next time, and Merry Christmas.
Young little